Good morning, Vietnam, and all those other countries out there too. Well, I almost had to go to war in your stupid country back in '69. My young pretty wife divorced me and said, you had maybe had babies too early in life. I didn't get to go out and have any fun. Well, I bet you have a lot of fun now, babe, wherever you're at. I don't think it's heaven. Going out cheating on me, make go to be a drunk, an alcoholic. Yeah, you were sure bad, honey. Only 1 or 2 weeks after divorce, you go and get into a truck, a pickup truck with some guys in there going from one bar to the next. And you never made it. It was only a few minutes away. The driver was crazy. He thought it'd be a lot of fun to knock the 2 guys off in the back of his truck, and my wife and his other, well, my wife before the divorce, and his other friend up in front. And he thought it'd be a lot of fun to see if he could knock the guys down in the back of the truck. The last laugh was on him. His truck tilted over on the side and where the gas pipe was. And the gasoline was coming out of the tank onto the road below. And meanwhile, the steel pipe rubbing on the ground, creating sparks. Well, I don't need to tell you what happened. A big explosion. And some people say it was about 60 feet up high in the sky. And everybody got killed, except for the 2 guys in the back of the truck. They jumped off. The one driver had a slow death and pain, suffering. My wife, ex-wife, died right away, I guess. And the other guy was dead in about a couple hours. The driver, I think, it took a whole day before he finally gave up on this world and died. Oh, that's a bad thing to say. And bringing out this nice video I'm going to show you next from a deceased person, if you've been reading the notes that I give out. Back in, let me see, 75, yeah. I took my second wife and I were out in Las Vegas, and we were taking in the shows. Boy, Las Vegas was a beautiful place back then. It was not a family place. It was run by the mob. They treated my wife and I like king and queen. I didn't have to walk hundreds of miles to go to the parking lot, a way over. It's like walking 3 or 4 blocks inside buildings, people, to get to the next show. How are you supposed to have a good feeling like that? Years back in '75, we just got out of the car right in front of the place. A bailiff came up and drove our car off to the park, and we were treated like king and queen. Nowadays, you get that, people, you better be a good walker or runner. You better be looking for lots of exercise walking, because you'll take forever to get to your show nowadays, unless you got lots of money to take a cab around. Oh well, you got to spend your winnings some way. That's if you win. Anyway, we've seen a nice Jackson 5 at one theater, and we'll get to see Michael Jackson when he was just a child. He was, I believe, 5 or 6 or 7 years old. I can't remember exactly. I suppose if you look at his birthday obituary, you'll know exactly, because you do this little subtraction there and figure how old was Michael Jackson back in 1975. If you guys are really interested, I guess you could look it up on Google or Wikipedia. Yeah, that's what they call it. You'll find out exactly how old he was. Anyway, he was the most successful singer there ever was. In the 80s, everybody loved Michael Jackson. He was the very best singer that we ever got. Well, that's enough talking. Let's do the song. Human Nature by Michael Jackson. Looking out across the nighttime, the city winks a sleepless eye. Hear her voice shake my window, sweet seducing sighs. Get me out into the nighttime, four walls won't hold me tonight. It's this town, it's just an apple that let me take a bite. If they say why, tell them that it's human nature. Why does it do me that way? If they say why, tell them that it's human nature. Why does it do me that way? Reaching out to touch a stranger, electric eyes are everywhere. See that girl? She knows I'm watching. She likes the way I stare. If they say why, tell them that it's human nature. Why does it do me that way? If they say why, tell them that it's human nature. Why does it do me that way? I like living this way. I like loving this way. Looking out across the morning, the city's heart begins to beat. Reaching out, I touch her shoulder. I'm dreaming of the street. If they say why, tell them that it's human.